Oh boy, am I very lazy, but I am also aware that home-cooked meals are better for you. I want to order out. Everything's just so expensive. That's where HelloFresh comes out to play. Myself, I personally really like HelloFresh. I'm quite lazy when it comes to planning what I'm eating for the week, and being able to just get to HelloFresh, scroll through all their options, plan out the meals that I need for that week. It's just easy and fun. For free breakfast for life, head on over to HelloFresh.com/free supermega. One free breakfast item per box as long as your subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life by just going to HelloFresh.com/free supermega. It's a deal. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh.com/free supermega.
You know when you discover a new binge-worthy show or a new banging track that you just keep listening to on repeat and you have to share with your friends? Well, that's kind of what it feels like when you discover that Mint Mobile offers $15 a month mobile service when you purchase a 3-month plan. Ryan McGee and I both use Mint Mobile, and we switched because I was paying like $90 a month for my phone plan. Guess what? I could be getting the same great service for like $15. To get this new customer offer and your new premium 3-month wireless plan starting at just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/supermegashow. That's mintmobile.com/supermegashow. Got your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/supermegashow. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. I remember back in the day when Ryan and I were just budding YouTubers and we wanted to sell our own merch, and, selling it on the streets wasn't going so well. Sold about 2 t-shirts, got robbed twice. All of a sudden, Ryan and I heard an angelic voice in our heads at the same time saying Shopify. Now, we sell our merch using Shopify right here from our office, and it's never been so easy. So be like SuperMega. Upgrade your business and use the same checkout as SuperMega with Shopify. This is freaking crazy. You can sign up for a $1 a month trial right now. Wait, what? That's freaking impossible. No, it's not. If you go to shopify.com/super, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/super to upgrade your selling today. And that's all lowercase. Don't forget it. Shopify.com/super. Cha-ching. I love Shopify. It's great. It really is.
What's up? We knew that a lot of y'all would be upset, so we do have the quintessential animal, the pet, that will be taking hopefully a lot of that anger and turning it around.
Yeah, we knew that you guys would be pissed that we're not on the set this week, so we got a cat. Everyone loves cats.
I love cats.
It's like Grumpy Cat, you know?
Dude, wait, hold up. Da 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 da.
That's Doopy. That's dude, Keyboard Cat?
This is gonna sound really fucking. This is gonna age me, but I don't know why. But the original Keyboard Cat video came up in like a recommended or something. And I watched it, and I was just sitting there watching it, and I was like becoming like overly sentimental. I didn't like cry or nothing, but I was like, whatever the step is before you shed tears, you're just kind of like, so much time has passed, and this used to be the video that entertained. This used to be the type of shit that entertained people.
I love the idea of you sitting there on your couch, like late at night,
like in the dark, like at 2 a.m.
Just. Actually, like tears begin to well. I got that recently for something really old too. It was it was an old it was I just watched the cutscene for I wonder what's for dinner.
Really?
I didn't cry or anything, but
no!
Oh no. Where did Ryan's camera go?
I don't know.
Oh my god, Ryan's camera is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is bad news.
I'm gonna say that sucks. I'm guessing is that I don't think it's doing the overheating thing.
Oh, it's back.
It's back. It's plugged into power.
Oh, he's gone again.
Matthew, you might hate this.
What's going on?
We might have to let it charge for a bit, I guess. Because if it's near battery, it doesn't have enough to...
Are you serious?
Yeah, it sucks. It's plugged into a power source.
Well,
on the camera, it shows me it's plugged into a power source. Like it shows the in power, and then I'm going to be back, but then it's going to turn right back off.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. And when we're back, we'll explain why we're not on the set for this episode. So, bazinga.
My camera's working again. Bring out the cat.
We got Lay Cat. Check it out.
Yeah, we were just talking about getting sentimental over keyboard cat, old internet memes like dinner. What was it?
Dude, I wonder what's for dinner.
Yeah, I wonder what's for dinner. I love how my mind consolidated it into just dinner. But I guess
that's essentially what it is. And we let Lay Camera charge, and you're probably wondering, guys, why aren't you on the beautiful set that you built with your little hands together?
You want to tell him, Matt? It's time to be open and honest,
Yeah. Guys, I traveled abroad, and I was in Japan for a week, and I just got back this last Sunday, and when I got back, I noticed some sniffles and some snuffles, and I took a test, and turns out that I am positive
for COVID. Though.
Yes, yeah, for COVID. To clarify, I have, at the time of recording this, I have COVID-19,
and it's brutalizing you this run around,
dude. It is killing me. I feel like absolute dog shit right now, but I can't risk giving it to my boy Ryan, so that is why we're doing it like this.
You could
and I did. I met up with him to give him footage, and I didn't disclose that I had COVID to him. And I had a coughing fit, but I played it off as like I had some dust in my throat.
Like it was a joke. Like,
yeah, I was like,
do you have any water? Classic. Yeah.
And he did, luckily. He lent me his water bottle, which was very nice of him. But yeah. This is the first episode of Super Mega Show that we're doing remote. It's bringing back memories to 2020, baby.
To when COVID hit.
Yeah,
because it's been the only thing to separate the Super Mega Bros, the Funny Brothers.
The only thing that's ever come between the Super Mega Brothers, besides a woman.
And Matt and I don't like we don't not like. We're not anti-vax, but we're anti-faith in government, I guess is a better term.
Yeah.
So we kind of get it from time to time, and this seems to be a worse time than usual. But
actually, I believe that I had the Rona exactly 3 years ago on this date.
Back when remember, like, because I had to travel like an hour or so out of the way to get a vaccination the first go around or something.
Yeah, you and I drove up to like Central California because the vaccine was not available yet to the general public. It was only available to like old geezers and people with pre-existing conditions. But those people are kind of useless in my mind. So, I think that we should be at the top of the list, YouTubers, because what we're doing is a public service. But I had found out that I just saw people talking online saying that in Central California, they have an excess of the vaccine because all of these old people don't want to take it because they're anti-vax.
So a lot of it was going to waste.
Yeah, because they have to throw it out at the end of the day because I guess it goes bad or something. So apparently if you drove up, they would just give it to you. So we did. We took a little road trip. We drove like 3 hours and got the jab. and then I got COVID shortly after. But I was asymptomatic when I had it the first time. And
so wait, you took the vaccine and then you got sick with COVID?
Yeah. But you see, my body was prepared to fight the virus, so I was very asymptomatic. Didn't bother me at all.
I love I had it, COVID, didn't bother me. That sounds like an almost like a Mark Wahlberg. If I was there, things would have been different.
Yeah, I got the COVID, and I didn't give an F.
That's almost like something where I feel like if a president at the time like got COVID and they went, it's not a big deal. It's like, okay, calm down. Like, there are people dying.
Well, it's not a big deal. I have it right now, and I mean, look at me. I'm podcasting.
It's just like the common cold now. It's ingrained into society.
Yeah, it is the common cold. It's honestly no worse. And I feel just as good as I do on an average day.
Matt, is that a camo hat?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But
the lighting made it seem. I am. I was seeing if we were matching. The splotchiness from the lighting made me to believe that.
No, it's like a faded denim, but it's like black. It's like gray denim. I really like it.
Okay.
I got this from a brand called X Girl in Japan.
You look exquisite in that beautiful denim hat. Dude,
you look exquisite in that camo hat.
It's all thanks to Waleed. Well, it's Waleed's hat. Well, not like Waleed's hat. It's a hat that Waleed gave to both of us.
I like imagining it is Waleed's hat.
I'm wearing Waleed's hoodie today,
but he doesn't. He doesn't have a brand. He just puts his name on all of his own clothing. So that is just his hat, and there's only one of them, and you've borrowed it, but you know whose it is. But I let the internet know that I had COVID reluctantly, and I saw a lot of haters and shitters saying, how many times have you had COVID? 2. This is the second time I've had COVID. I saw a lot of people saying, like, how much? Jesus, again? I only had it once. This is the second time. And you know what? I will say 2 times in over like a 4-year span. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
What are you at? What's your score, Ryan?
I think it's either 1 or 2. I think you're
1, right?
I think the only time I would only say 2, just if there's some other time I'm just misremembering and I was asymptomatic and didn't, I don't know, but for sure 1 time, and that's when I just had to hunker down with some buckaroonies in South Carolina. Well, I guess money and friends,
right
in South Carolina, and hunker down because we had all tested positive, and so
that's right. Yeah,
we couldn't be traveling and shit.
But you had friends to quarantine with,
to game with, to have fond memories and meals with. That's when I started actually getting into board games. I feel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we were just essentially locked in. Locked in our own personal quarantine, and we just had oodles and oodles of time to play a bunch of different board games. And that's where I was like, I went to Amazon. I'm like, I'm gonna buy a few of these, and then now my collection's grown since then.
It's big, man. It is.
You should come over for some gaming, for some
tonight?
Game night.
Can I come over right now?
Not tonight. Not until you're all good.
I feel fine.
No, you feel fine. Well, when you woke up this morning, did you still do you feel a little bit better than you did yesterday? Because yesterday you told me you feel like absolute hell. Is today the same?
Yeah, I feel like absolute dog shit. Nothing has gotten better. The only difference is I've had some caffeine, so I can kind of like push through. But I don't know what's up. It's like this new strain, the XEC strain. Almost XQC. I did my research.
Your favorite streamer.
I know, and I was a little sad that I, didn't get the strain when it was cycled through the letters to be XQC. It's XEC. But it's fucking killing me, dude. It's like all I've done is sleep since I got back and tested positive. I have been in bed like just sleeping, not even just like laying there on my phone or playing video games, just sound asleep.
Are you making sure you're eating some like some soups or sandwiches or something?
Yeah,
so your body can at least has something.
Oh, I've been hungry. Like I got up and had 3 bowls of Raisin Bran earlier.
3 bowls of Oreos.
Just like crumbled them up, and I mixed them with some water and ate the paste. But yeah, dude, it's killing me. And the worst symptom is like, for me, I don't know if other people are experiencing this, but it's like just this dizziness. I'm just like, it's like my head is in this fog, and it's like I'm detached from reality, and I'm just so out of it and disoriented.
I'm sure the fans feel the same way, but we're just going to need you to snap back to reality.
There goes Rabbit. Come on, Eminem reference?
No, I get it. I got it.
Set it up.
I'm just not as versed in Eminem as you are, my friend. So I can't go on reciting Eminem and all of his lyrics. I
was hoping you could, because I actually don't know what comes after that. So I was hoping you'd be able to.
So you left it up to the guy who doesn't, who isn't even. You're his biggest stan, dude. You're essentially that song Stan that he made. You're that guy.
I'm Stan.
You got that Stan in you.
I am Stan. That is really funny that Stan, the way that word, like what it means on Twitter for like K-pop fans and stuff, literally comes from an Eminem song.
Was that where it originated, or was it popularized through the song and it was already just kind of?
That's where it comes from.
That's awesome.
And if I'm wrong, then I just said that with my chest with confidence.
Because I always thought it's like, I stan you. It's like, I stand up for you. I don't know. Like, it's like, I thought it was like very basic and simple. But if Eminem is the origin.
Yep. Early 21st century, with allusion to the 2000 song Stan by the American rapper Eminem about an obsessed fan. So,
but now it has a positive connotation. They took it back.
They did. They've reclaimed the word. And we're so proud of them. And speaking of reclaiming things, I feel like we've talked about this several times, and every single time I've been shocked. And I feel like it keeps getting wiped from my memory. We've 100% talked about there being Passion of the Christ 2.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, and it starts filming like next year.
Yeah, okay. I just saw a headline that said... that ૰ᴏᴇᴜ, how do you say that guy's name?
I have no clue. But Mel Gibson, Mel Gibson with the movie still? Is he still like director, producer guy?
Well, let's see. It starts filming in early 2025. The same actor will return as Jesus.
Okay, good. We don't need a recast. He was the perfect Jesus. Him and Willem Dafoe were top Jesus tier,
I'm looking on Twitter, and I'm looking at the trend right now for Passion of the Christ 2, and the top account it's suggesting as relevant users is Mel Gibson News. So I'm looking at this one. Hollywood veteran with a passion for the epic and the untold. Always up for a challenge. On and off set. Fan account.
Is this a Mel Gibson fan account?
It's a Mel Gibson stan account.
What is... I think... Hold up. See, we have our computers here.
Yeah, we can do some computering in this episode. I suggest everyone follow Mel Gibson New. Mel Gibson New. There's no S at the end, but it's a Mel Gibson stan account, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it a follow.
I think this one's gonna be, from what I've read about it before, he's wanting this one to be more like cerebral. Like Jesus in hell being, it's like him versus Satan. I really don't know.
And a rock off?
I wish. I would hope so.
Well, I'm genuinely confused because I still haven't seen the first Passion of the Christ. I know what it's about. I know.
Yeah, it's just
it's the story of the Christ,
the crucifixion and the resurrection. Yeah.
So, what's the second one about then? Because the first movie kind of wrapped the whole story up. I
think Christ goes to hell to fight Satan. Hold up.
Passion of the Christ 2. Christ goes to hell.
And
he fights Satan in a rock-off with his electric guitar.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Passion of the Christ 2 is a sequel, and I just looked this up on Bing, by the way. So
thank you. You binged it.
Passion of the Christ 2 is a sequel to the 2004 movie Passion of the Christ. The plot of the sequel will follow Jesus Christ's descent into hell and the otherworldly battles he faced following his crucifixion and leading to his resurrection. The sequel was being planned for a decade, with Mel Gibson brainstorming with Braveheart screenwriter Randall Wallace. Another source suggests that the sequel will focus on events that occurred 3 days between the crucifixion and resurrection, when Jesus Christ ascended to Abraham's bosom to preach and resurrect Old Testament saints. Is it bosom? I think.
Wait, Abraham's what? No, what is that? The bosom of Abraham? What is this? No, I'm looking it up too on Wikipedia. The bosom of Abraham refers to the place of comfort in the biblical Sheol or Hades in the Greek Septuagint, something where the righteous dead await judgment day.
I was like, maybe that's a lost in translation. That's a title, like the bosom.
No, it's I think it is bosom.
Bosom Abraham. The bosom of Abraham. Abraham, yeah, so Jesus Christ needed Abraham's bosom.
The bosom of Abraham.
I haven't used this mic in so long. Look at how much fur has collected on this shit.
Dude, same. I got some fuzzies all over my mic. Damn, dude.
Has someone made a tool to easily remove mic fuzzies? Would that just be like a...
Probably just a lint roller, but...
Yeah, I thought about, a lint roller, because they make tiny ones, like little travel-sized ones.
Dude, I have some fuzzies all over this shit as well. I didn't even realize. Now I'm kind of embarrassed. Here we are talking about Abraham's bussy, and I'm talking into a microphone that's just covered in tiny little hairs. Where did these come from?
Hold up, I want to see if the man
Gibson?
himself is. It says he is set, and it's not called The Passion of the Christ 2, unfortunately.
What?
It is called The Passion of the Christ Resurrection.
Oh, they got it, of course.
But apparently he's directing a Lethal Weapon 5.
Gibson?
And then that's in development. And then I love that there's an upcoming movie apparently coming out this year called Flight Risk. That's in post-production.
Flight Risk. I'm going to take a guess on what Flight Risk is about.
We'll see.
Okay, Flight Risk, I'm guessing, is... it's an action movie, of course.
Okay.
And I'm guessing it has to do with a criminal who is he's been detained. Okay, so maybe he's like awaiting sentencing. Or something.
My god, it's this movie, dude. Have you seen the trailer to this?
Is he on a plane?
Dude, you have to see the trailer. I didn't know it was this movie. I just looked it up and saw it's a Mark Wahlberg movie.
Dude, I was literally gonna say Mark Wahlberg.
It's that Have you not seen the trailer where it's Mark Wahlberg and his character's not his character, I guess for the character, he has a bald cap on.
No, I have not seen the trailer for this.
Dude,
here's what we'll do. We'll take a quick little commercial break, and when we're back, I will give my thoughts on the trailer.
Let's watch it at the same time.
Let's do it.
Oh boy, am I very lazy, but I am also aware that home-cooked meals are better for you. I want to order out. Everything's just so expensive. That's where HelloFresh comes out to play. HelloFresh helps you with meal planning, budgeting, all of that. It makes it easy for a decent price. No more endless recipe searching or buying a whole lot of spice just to use a pinch of it. HelloFresh sends you all the ingredients you need without the waste. HelloFresh sports an ever-changing menu, so it's not always just going to be the same thing, like a lot of other subscription services. HelloFresh keeps it Alley-oop, that's right, fresh. And don't forget to head on over to HelloFresh Market, where you can spice up normal deliveries with extra add-on items. It's like DLC for your food. Myself, I personally really like HelloFresh. I'm quite lazy when it comes to planning what I'm eating for the week, and being able to just get to HelloFresh, scroll through all their options, plan out the meals that I need for that week. It's just easy and fun. For free breakfast for life, head on over to HelloFresh.com/free supermega. One free breakfast item per box as long as your subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life by just going to HelloFresh.com/free supermega. It's a deal. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh.com/free supermega. Woohoo!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back from that commercial break.
Having freshly watched the Mel Gibson directed Flight Risk, starring Topher Grace, Mark Wahlberg, and Michelle Dockery. But the spotlight's on Marky Mark here.
100%. My first takeaway was that I was shocked when I closed from full screen and saw that it was only 2.5 minutes, because I was like, damn, this is a long trailer. Alas, it wasn't. Every single action take in that trailer looked as if it was like a practice choreography take, where it's like, all right, let's just set this one up, so you're gonna do it like this, okay? And then they just use those takes.
Yeah, well, I mean, the biggest item here, what do you think of Mark Wahlberg's bald cap?
That was a pretty shocking reveal.
Doesn't it just look like it's almost like earlier in the movie they don't tell us, but they like super glue the hat onto his head or something? And then when she rips off the hat, it rips off his hair. That's kind of what it looks like. It doesn't look like he doesn't look like a character. He doesn't look like a guy with a haircut. It looks like a guy where something happened to his hair.
I genuinely would have a lot of respect for the movie if that was the plot. Was he's not actually bald, but they super glued the hat to his head, and when she rips it off, it rips his hair clean off, and then that's like actually canon. It looks like My Two Lovely Uncles.
I know.
It's kind of like the same caliber as that. But My Two Lovely Uncles actually somehow looked more real.
Even though you could still see my hairline, it was very obvious.
We should have used like an actual razor instead of an electric one.
Yeah.
But no, we shouldn't have actually, though, because I feel like the fact that you could see your hairline still made it good.
It kind of, we were only millionaires back then. We weren't billionaires. So we were still working with the basics.
Right. Sorry, that.
Did you have any avocados, some tomatoes?
No, that trailer just got me a little emotional.
No, I get it. It's Mel Gibson, your favorite director.
Yeah. Well, not
did
just
you see Hacksaw Ridge?
No, but I heard it was not bad.
It's also directed by Mel Gibson, starring Andrew Garfield, your favorite Spider-Man.
I know, and my favorite Martian as well. And hey, dude, we got to see Andrew Garfield live on Jimmy Kimmel.
That's right. Wait,
and who was the other guy? Ethan Hawke?
Yeah, I think so. But like, I remember mostly Andrew Garfield because he was Spider-Man. But
it's kind of awkward.
It was a little awkward, and I feel like when you're watching it on TV, they still have music in studio when you're watching it, but it's not. You're in a bigger room. You see where the set begins and ends. The magic is kind of taken. So you are like there. You are truly seeing like, oh, this is just like a product. It feels weird to like see it firsthand. Some people it's exciting, and it is exciting, but like I think it's exciting for that particular behind the scenes experience.
It was cool. It was really cool getting to like actually see a late night talk show live and see all the cameras and like it's Bill Maher? Dude, that was number one. I've seen 3 live. I've seen Kimmel, I've seen Conan, and I've seen Marr. And I'll tell you, Marr, every single time.
Top of the charts.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
I'm assuming your favorite was Conan, maybe?
Yeah, Conan was like the legitimate best.
Don't let Jimmy Kimmel see this. You know, one day you're going to be on Jimmy Kimmel Live. He's going to pull up this clip and embarrass you in front of a live studio audience.
He wouldn't do that.
And he's not going to put the he's always going to make sure that they don't put the applause light on for you. Yeah, whenever you do a joke or anything.
It's good. It's Dude, I wish that if I worked at like a late night talk show thing like that, and my job was controlling the applause light or like the laugh light, just the light dude that controls those, and there was a guest I didn't like, I would just because you know the audience is at the behest of those lights, so I would just click it when I'm not supposed to. I would purposely not hit it. I feel like you could actually, I don't know. Do you feel like a lot of the audience isn't actually choosing to laugh when they want to laugh? They're waiting for that. They're waiting for the glowing red light to tell them.
Isn't it? It is more so like it is set up like that. They do kind of. I don't know if they tell you directly. I can't remember because it's, you know, it.
Oh, they say
it wasn't yesterday. They definitely say to laugh when it comes on, but I think there's also like a when the light's not on, do not interrupt the show or else we will put you out.
Yeah, they have a guy come put you in a chokehold and take you out back.
We'll escort you out of the building.
I just remember
be able to watch Jimmy Kimmel live.
Yeah, you can watch it live when it airs on TV later, but it's not really live. I just remember they have like the guy come out and hype everyone up before Mr. Kimmel himself comes out.
Let's do the wave! Woo!
Come on, woo! And everyone gets all excited, and then they show the light come on, and they're like, "Now when that's on, you laugh."
Even when it's something not particularly like, let's, you know, just like go up, you know, the louder you are, the better they're gonna perform.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, stuff like that.
You know, I can't.
Which reminds me of live shows when we go out, and like it was rarely, but we'd go out and there was like always some with different crowds and different audiences. There was like a different, like there was a different energy. Some would be, you know, loud and like, oh my god, yeah, and we're like, woo, big energy. And other times it felt like maybe it was the venue, maybe certain venues it was set up to be more of like a intimate, we're here recording a podcast and y'all just get to watch, and then it felt like that was the setup. And then when we come out with the other live show like energy, it's almost like, oh, this is, people are sitting down, people are eating food.
Yeah,
I can't remember what that one venue was, but you know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Ryan's camera died, guys.
It says my battery exhausted, but that can't be true.
There's no way. Are you talking, Luke? Just put a picture of Ryan from Google in his spot. In the meantime,
I think it's all working again. Maybe it's a bad brick. Maybe the brick's voltage wasn't high enough to support this camera.
Dude, I sometimes, you know, life gives you a bad brick, but what do? You find a better brick.
Exactly. But the age-old saying.
You were talking about live shows and different crowds, energies, and 100%, it's so weird because you can have like the exact same show, but depending on the crowd's energy, it can feel completely different. And you and I did a ton of live shows back in between like 2017 and 2019 up until COVID hit. And I just remember that like sometimes one crowd would just like be insane, and right off the bat, because their energy was like so up here, it like influenced the energy of the whole show. And then other ones, everyone's more kind of like subdued and quiet, and there's like a weird synergy at play that's like unspoken, but I've noticed it with live shows. Same with doing music. What were you were saying? One specific show?
I don't know. It was like I remember because like most of the venues, you know, it was that we came out and it wasn't that like I think I really can't remember the name of the venue. It's just I believe they were serving food as well. Like it was like a dinner place. So it felt like we were kind of like a side. We were like put on the side, and we weren't aware that it was like that type of venue. Otherwise, I feel like because then we were just kind of like because our show was a little bit.
I think it was it was like the City Winery in Boston or something, or DC. Yeah. And it was a cool venue. It was just like we were expecting I don't know, that was like a fine, almost like a fine dining experience where there's like a jazz band would play, but instead of a jazz band, it was just SuperMega. Yeah. So it was like it was a good crowd still though. They were great.
Then there was that other venue where the venue didn't provide chairs, and so everyone was standing as if it's like a musical concert. Dude, a musical concert.
I remember coming out on stage, coming out from backstage.
Yeah.
And just everyone was just standing, and that was a packed venue too. That was in Nashville, and I think they actually oversold that one a little bit, and everyone was fucking like shoulder to shoulder and standing and just staring. And I remember that got my nerves up a little bit because because
everyone's already like, okay, I'm standing now. And then the show's length, it's like they're standing for like an hour and a half. I think our show was like an hour and a half ish.
Yeah. And it just put the pressure on because it's like, okay, well, I'm standing, so this better be worth standing for.
I know. And I mean, in actuality, I don't know if it's a show worth standing for, but it's definitely a show worth sitting down and enjoying like a drink and some popcorn.
Yeah.
But standing, sure. I don't know if you want to put your knees through all that.
No, that's a lot of strenuous stress on the knees, on the ankles, especially with how much you're going to be laughing. With more laughter puts more strain on the lower back, on the hips. And because our audience is primarily in their late 50s to early 60s, that's tough. That's tough on that. But
sorry, I'm massaging my hip. It's a bit tight.
No, I was actually kind of picking up that energy. That's why I went quiet for a second. I was feeling a tinge in my hip, and
oh yeah,
yeah.
Were you transferring your pain to me?
No,
that's not fair.
No. I wasn't transferring my pain to you. I was feeling yours.
Oh wow, it was sympathetic pain.
Yeah, that's what happens with best friends.
Okay.
When you hurt, I feel it.
It's like when a husband has sympathetic pregnancy pains. Oh, honey,
my pussy.
I think we're dilated. I think we're dilated at a foot.
Dude, I'll never that's a person. No, I
like how we're talking for like we would go from dilation to you go, no, I can't talk about this. This is personal.
No, because it was just a memory of I just don't know if my aunt would appreciate me telling this story. I mean, she's not gonna hear it, but I mean, I hope she won't. Okay. Well,
the lead up to this being about your aunt doesn't serve you well to begin with.
Well, okay, so I was like 14, and I was in the closet. I was in my closet in my bedroom upstairs at my house that I grew up in. I'm doing a horrible job already leading up to this story, because this sounds like it could go a number of ways. But we have like dozens of boxes of old like photos from the 90s and early 2000s, back when you would get the photos developed,
of course,
on like that glossy photo paper. And I was like, oh man, I want to look at some memories. So I'm sitting there on the closet floor, my socks and jammies, just.
And how old are you?
Probably like 14.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
And I'm going through all these pictures, and I'm reminiscing on like, there's me when I'm 5 years old, at the Space Needle in Seattle. this one's from before I was born. Wow, my mom looks so young there. Haha. And then it was just like just one picture smash cut to just like a gaping scene of childbirth, like up close, flash on, like wet, shining.
This is the moment you were brought into the world,
and it shocked me, and I didn't know what I was looking at, but I did,
because it looks like it looks like an. I mean, it is an emergency. It
is a medical emergency.
There's
blood. There's blood. There's jelly. There's lots of stuff that's just
there's jelly.
Dude. And for some reason, I was so shocked. But here's the thing: was I didn't know like if this was me or if this was my sister or my cousin, and I couldn't put it down there because I'm like I need to see the next photo. I go to the next one, same thing, kind of just different angle. And then next one, this one's kind of more pulled out. I remember these vividly, unfortunately. And lo and behold, it was not my birth; it was my cousin's birth. But
Forrest.
No, not cousin Forrest.
Dude, if you had been able to see little Forrest coming into this world,
if I could have seen cousin Forrest's birth,
it might have been worth it.
Dude, why do I feel like I have? I feel like no, dude. I feel like I 100% have seen some video or something.
You're sniping through old like family albums to see see all the birthing photos. Yeah.
Okay.
What year is this? What year was she born again? Not 92. 92.
No.
92. It's not. I don't see anything in 92. What do you not see? Nothing.
Nah, just looking around. Just vacation pictures.
Maybe it's at the end of a 91 album.
It was scary though, because I had never, being 14, or actually maybe I was even younger. Maybe I was like 11, but just that general age range. It's like you have an idea of what childbirth is like in your head, and it's scary, but I feel like you don't really get it until you see it.
Yeah, long gone are the days of a stork carrying a beautiful package to your door. I guess.
Oh, that
usually
day,
it's a baby in a white bag.
Yeah,
or maybe it's in a cradle or something.
No, it's not a bag. It's like a cloth that's like folded around from the top.
So when the stork sets the baby down, they're just on an open cloth. Yeah.
Yeah. But that day, the imagery of the stork was just violently ripped from my my heart. And I never told my aunt that I found those pictures. And I'm probably going to get a phone call now. Just
Matthew.
My mom's going to go, your aunt is very upset, Matthew. I'm going to go, what? Why? What you said on the podcast? Is nothing sacred?
Is your cousin's birth violent birth?
Is your aunt's pussy not sacred? It was but yeah.
If you're just showing the photos on the podcast. Oh, dude, I think I have an album actually.
Yeah,
still.
You guys are gonna want to tune into the after show on Patreon, where I'm gonna actually be showing the photos of my cousin's birth. Pretty cool stuff.
Shit,
dude, oh my god, I went to high school with this girl. And that's the end of my story. No, I went to high school with this girl. And I don't check Facebook very often, but I check it like once every few months. And every time you get on Facebook now, it's like, oh, people are engaged and having kids and stuff. And I just get on Facebook one day and I just see like childbirth pictures. This girl, she gave birth, and she did one of those at-home water births in the like inflatable pool. So I just get on and I just see her just in this like pool of like red
on Facebook.
Yes, on
like,
Facebook.
Uploaded this to Facebook.
Like, breasts out, like bloody water, and I was like, oh my god. And I was like, okay. I opened up this album on Facebook, and I I perused one of the one out of like the 400 photos in this album.
400?
Dude, she straight up shows the baby coming out of her pussy, and it's on Facebook.
Is it like a public page?
Yeah, yes, this was just on her Facebook for all to see. God. She put all the childbirth photos.
That's a bit oversharing, you know?
Yeah,
I don't even think it needs to be visualized. I think it's like childbirth, you would think, is probably like one of those things you can just experience, you know? The experience, and maybe a photo of you and the baby after the experience.
Right. After the baby's been cleaned up, maybe, and
no, we want you screaming in agony, tits out.
Yeah, well, it was the whole process from start to finish, and you could see the water go from clear to filled with afterbirth. Really wonderful.
I have a question for you, Matthew.
Yeah.
How about them ad reads? Question mark.
You know when you discover a new binge-worthy show or a new banging track that you just keep listening to on repeat and you have to share with your friends? Well, that's kind of what it feels like when you discover that Mint Mobile offers $15 a month mobile service when you purchase a 3-month plan. It's such an awesome deal. There's no way you can keep it to yourself. That's why I'm not keeping it to myself. I'm telling you guys. Friends don't let friends pay for overpriced wireless. That's why you and your friends can all switch to Mint Mobile and have a fantastic time. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you and your friends from overpriced wireless with plans starting at just $15 a month. And get this, all plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text, all on the nation's largest 5G network. You get to keep using your own phone, you keep all your contacts. It's easy peasy lickety split. Ryan McGee and I both use Mint Mobile, and we switched because I was paying like $90 a month for my phone plan. Guess what? I could be getting the same great service for like $15. To get this new customer offer and your new premium 3-month wireless plan starting at just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/supermegashow. That's mintmobile.com/supermegashow. Got your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/supermegashow. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. I remember back in the day when Ryan and I were just budding YouTubers and we wanted to sell our own merch, and, selling it on the streets wasn't going so well. Sold about 2 t-shirts, got robbed twice. All of a sudden, Ryan and I heard an angelic voice in our heads at the same time saying Shopify. Now, we sell our merch using Shopify right here from our office, and it's never been so easy. Seriously, it's incredibly easy. They have great customer support. They make the whole process of, selling your product and packing it and shipping it out incredibly easy. Not to mention, it's a freaking blast. So be like SuperMega. Upgrade your business and use the same checkout as SuperMega with Shopify. This is freaking crazy. You can sign up for a $1 a month trial right now. Wait, what? That's freaking impossible. No, it's not. If you go to shopify.com/super, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/super to upgrade your selling today. And that's all lowercase. Don't forget it. Shopify.com/super. Cha-ching. I love Shopify. It's great. It really is.
Hope y'all liked that ad break.
I know they did. I know they loved it.
And if you didn't get an ad break, then it was just a short little poof.
I know it was just a fantastic Mr. Fox.
Great movie. George Clooney, Ed Norton,
Mel Gibson.
No.
Yeah, he directed that one.
No, Mel Gibson was in The Beaver with Jodie Foster.
Yeah, dude. I was in Jodie Foster's Beaver with my Gibson. With my
Meld Gibson. So it's like an adjective about your Gibson.
Yeah. There we go. This is genius stuff, man. We got to write this down.
Hey, the best comes out when one of us is fucking taken aback by an illness,
dude.
By an airborne illness.
This shit sucks. I'm so foggy and disoriented. It's like, it's not even necessarily that my throat hurts or my head hurts. It's just like this. It feels like there's me and then reality and then this big fucking glass wall between the two, and the glass wall is all fogged up
And then I picture you say that to a doctor, and they're like, "So you're sick?" Yes.
Dude, yeah, I'm sick in the head.
Dude, I'm fucking over it, dude.
Dude,
The end is nigh, brother.
Speaking of being sick in the head,
Yeah.
earlier we were talking about when shaving your head for my two lovely uncles.
Of course.
Something that I'm just itching for an excuse to do is I really want to, for a video, I would like to buzz my head and bleach it like Slim Shady style.
I think I know the perfect character.
Do you really?
I think that would fit well with that TLC style. I don't want to give away too much, but
Oh
TLC,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like that would be really good for that one.
We've met a couple of our fans that kind of fit that build.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That's not a bad idea. The missus might kill me, but I think I would stunt
You do
on
what you want with your body. Your body, your choice.
Exactly, dude. My body, my choice. How do you think it would look? Buzzed head, bleached.
It would be fine. Also, I think it would be a weight off your shoulders, huh?
Hey.
Some hair off your shoulders.
Hey, it's no hair off my shoulders.
Hey, okay. God damn, we're hitting it again and again and again and again.
And again.
Time after time, we joke and we gaff and we are best friends. Matt and Ryan. See?
Dude, actually, the sync on this software we're using is actually pretty. I don't know in the actual like final product how in sync it's going to be, but that was pretty in sync when we were singing, at least on my end.
Oh, maybe we can try to sing something at the same time and see if it,
Did it sound in sync to you?
Yeah, to me it sounded like maybe it cuts out some of the delay or like the supposed delay that there would be from each of ours, and it kind of maths it to not have a delay, or maybe the software / brand is that strong, Matthew. I don't know,
man. That
but we are gobsmacked by it.
Here, let me because the sun has now gone down in Los Angeles.
You can open your blinds.
I need to turn the light on a little bit because I'm looking a little dark. Give me a just and while I'm gone, think of a song we can sing.
Okay. So many fucking good songs. Hello world, there's a song that we're singing. There's that one. Hold up. I'm going to look up world's greatest songs. Let's see.
Daddy's back. Guess who's back?
Okay, Matthew. I'm on Rolling Stone's top 500 songs of all time, and I'm scrolling to one. And I'm getting,
number one?
I'm going to go all the way to one. So we're going to sing the number one song
Let me guess.
of all time.
We Will Rock You by Queen.
I don't know if we want to do this one.
Why? Is it Michael Jackson?
No, it's Aretha Franklin.
My Heart Will Go On?
Respect. It's a great song.
By Urethra? R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's the number one song of all time, according to Rolling Stone?
I guess. Number two is Public Enemy, Fight the Power.
Listen, no disrespect to Miss Urethra. I'm just saying it's a fine song. I just don't see it.
She's a wonderful artist. I love Aretha Franklin.
I just don't see it as number one of all time.
Number 5 is Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
I had that stuck in my head earlier today while I was laying in bed in a sickened haze. I could just hear. The
Beatles don't show up until number 7 with Strawberry Fields Forever.
Now that is one of the Beatles' better joints.
You don't like The Walrus?
ꜰᴜ☆
Dude.
Strawberry Fields Forever.
Sorry, I'm looking at all the top. Now I'm just scrolling. I'm essentially just scrolling on the internet. I'm just like, ooh. Number 16, Beyonce featuring Jay-Z, Crazy in Love.
Which Spice Girl am I? Dude.
The Beatles. I want to hold your hand. Was that number 5? Sorry. I'm.
Did you hear the news about Jane's addiction? Do you know who Jane's Addiction is?
A band,
Yes.
like a band that we would probably hear like when we were in like middle school, elementary.
Early 90s, and they have that one really famous song, but it's like, Jane says...
Didn't they get in a fight on stage or something, or was that another band?
Yeah, that was them. They
Okay.
I'm saddened by it because I like that band a lot, but they
Did they break up because of this?
yeah.
No, they didn't. Did they really?
Yeah. Well, this was their like reunion tour. It's like their first time playing in like 30 something years, and there was like all this tension between the singer and the guitarist.
For what reason?
The tension?
Yeah, just musicians being musicians.
Yeah, it's just always seems like it's always been there. And it had been kind of like boiling up at shows on this tour so far, and they kind of gotten a little like here and there. But then at this one show, the singer just he's clearly really fucked up. He just goes over and just like bah, goes and punches him.
Yeah, because it looks like they're like jumping around, and then one of them like thinks the other one shoves them, or maybe it was a shove, but it's
No, he walks up and he does.
Okay, so they rile each other up.
No. Well, he didn't. The singer is like fully instigated the whole thing because the guitarist is just like he's looking down his guitar, just playing, and then the singer just walks up and like gets up in his face and then
And like
tries to
shoulder
punch him.
checks him.
And then everyone has to like rush on stage and like grab him and subdue him. And then the rest of the band like apologized and they ended the show. And
That's gonna be us at Super Mega Live 2050.
Dude, exactly. It's gonna be. I'm gonna be out there with my bottle of wine, half drank. I'm gonna be screaming, "Get up in your face!" They kind of do look like us.
As I'm on
singer
the
and
classic
guitarist.
McGee bass. Boom, 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 boom. You know.
Well, I'm so pissed because I'm just trying to tell some one-liners, and you're over there just doing bass lines.
I'm doing like Seinfeld bass lines.
The classic McGee slap bass. But I'm sad. They announced that they're putting all future stuff on hold.
There's also some other sad news, which is actually, some would say just if not more tragic. Truly. You heard James Earl Jones passed away. Did you? Did you know?
Yeah, I did.
Darth Vader?
Wait, really?
The voice of Darth Vader.
Did he voice Darth Vader?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I didn't know that.
Did you ever see The Sandlot growing up too?
Yeah.
He's the old blind man with the dog.
Yeah, and I know that he's a pretty legendary bro in the Hollywood scene.
I think he sang a lot too.
Yeah.
Maybe, right?
I feel like I know him more for music than was he also a producer, or am I just completely right?
Did he not do any music?
Dude, because in my mind, I remember him more from music for some reason than acting. But no,
Comedy, spoken, religious, classical, Noah's Ark. This isn't James Earl Jones. Why am I? Did he voice this stuff? Play James Earl Jones.
Dude, did he not?
did he never? Why do I feel like he sang? He has a beautiful
Dude,
voice. It would have
swear
been
to God, he
perfect for
sang.
a song.
I thought that he did like. Maybe we're confusing him with someone similar.
I'm seeing. Oh,
I mean, he did. No, he won a Grammy and a Tony.
I didn't hear him at all. What is this? Oh, he's a speaker. I was listening to Portraits of Freedom, music. Yeah. So it's him standing in front of doing this classic like pose, standing in front of the Lincoln Memorial or Monument or whatever in Washington D.C. It would be a really good album cover photo, but alas, it's just him doing a voiceover.
Maybe this is a Mandela effect moment for the Funny Brothers.
I think so. I felt like back in his early younger days, he like did music. I don't know why.
Dude, 100% like I am so confused because I knew that he was an actor, obviously, but I thought that James Earl Jones was also huge in the music scene, and it just sounds like it, and you thought so too.
He has a great voice. I would only
right?
I would only assume that he would have also used it. I mean, other than voicing Mufasa, maybe Mufasa sings a little, but
dude, he is one of the few actors that is EGOT, which means he got an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Pretty legendary shit, man.
Sheldon Cooper and James Earl Jones singing, featuring Carrie Fisher
from the
season
Big Bang
7,
Theory?
episode 14.
Wait, Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory and James?
Yeah, they get stuck. They get stuck on a. Oh, now they're on karaoke.
Wait, really? Is there really James Earl Jones and Shellman in one?
And Sheldon Cooper is going in the jungle, the mighty, and then James Earl Jones is going oh we mow it, oh we mow it, oh we mow. So maybe we were wrong. He did do music. He sang with Sheldon Cooper.
Yeah. Okay. So there wasn't any kind of Mandela effect. This is. Sorry, I only had one other tab open and I clicked it and it took me right back to the Mel Gibson News Twitter account. I don't know why the header on the Mel Gibson News Twitter account is just this poorly cropped photo of a clock where it just says "Time for Truth" instead of the numbers, and it's kind of beautiful.
How about this? I got some truth for you.
Lay it on me.
The names you're seeing on screen, I believe, if it can still work out in the same way that it did before, those right?
Yeah. I mean,
it's just a window that shrinks down, right?
Luke will make it work.
Yeah.
I love you.
I mean, how hard would it be to make it work?
Not very. If you're skilled.
No, I mean, is it? I thought the video just shrinks down and then they're playing.
Well, yeah, but usually it's when it's just taking the 4:3 camera of us and shrinking it down to the smaller 4:3 box. And this is not necessarily 4:3 because
we could do what they did with movies back when VHSs were going out of style and the digital format and widescreens were slowly going to be coming into the market. Was they did the widescreen VHS where you got a little strip.
Oh yeah.
You only got a strip of movie on your big square screen, or you could choose to have the picture zoomed in to where it takes that and zooms in to fill up your screen, but you're missing a good portion of the top, bottom, left, and right.
Right.
And we could harken back. It could be like, like nostalgia for people.
It's a reference.
Exactly.
The branding of the whole podcast is nostalgic, so why not?
Ultra widescreen. Do you remember that when it would just be like a little slit of a movie because it was like ultra widescreen
on your 4:3 TV?
Yeah. Well,
Luke, I'll let Luke make the executive creative decision here. He could even, if he really feels like it, he could just replace us with a single picture in that 4:3 box. But
true.
I'm sure people would be very angry if he did that.
No, I think they would understand because this is an emergency and we're recording this podcast already late, and he's gonna have to go. Roar! That's a horse noise.
Yes.
He's gonna have to whinny his way and edit this. But
is that a reference to the thing with his uncle with the Mr.
The Mr. I wasn't thinking about it, but now that I could see how you could think, but I wasn't originally intending for it.
He's gonna obviously cut it out. Luke, sorry, we're not trying to poke fun at your uncle's passing with the horse thing. So we'll just bring it back in. But the names of people that are on screen, these are our lovely, beautiful podcast producers and executive producers over on our Patreon page. They choose to financially support the Funny Brothers, which is just so noble and kind of them. And
Noble is a very good word to use.
thank you. I've been thinking about it. I've had a lot of time to lay in bed and think about what word to use to describe the producers. And
what about the executive producers?
Majestic.
Ooh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, you like that?
That you're going to get, for those who are subscribed to the Patreon, even just the base tier, you got a bonus episode. Matt has to stick through this sickness just a little longer and to have another little tiny super mini show on the Patreon after this one. So if you're a patron, you'll be able to enjoy that. But if you're not, then we will see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
And it's something, I don't know if the COVID is making me hallucinate, but I was looking at you on my screen. I could kind of see myself on the other side, and it looked like a face filter appeared over my face of a chimpanzee, and it legitimately scared the shit out of me, and I looked back and there was nothing there.